Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking the images that you chose, that you worked on in the past week that documented different textures that you found in your life. And we're going to be making a digital collage with those using Adobe Spark. So I'm going to ask you guys, when you think about the images that you want to include, think about, limiting yourself to maybe 5 or 6 images. The goal is to choose images that tell a clear story or create a clear impression of what your week was like and the textures that you were drawn to just in your daily life. So what you want to choose once you log into Adobe Spark is, this is what it'll look like. You will want to choose photo collage here. And since you're going to be adding your own photos, you can just skip this page. I find that it's a little confusing if you add photos at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and skip. And now it's going to let you choose what size you want your artwork to be. I'm going to choose this poster size. You could choose a square size or a different size if you like. This is a size that I would like to use, 11 by 17 poster size. Okay. You can see that Spark does come loaded up with a bunch of different templates. These are kind of cool because you can replace any image or text that are in these. But I wanted to make a simple photo collage and have kind of maximum control over what I was doing without having to deal with a lot of other people's text. So what I did to work on my collage was just come over here to photos and upload my photos. This will let you pull directly from Google Drive. I think the first time you have the option to do this, it asks you if it has if you give it permission to access Google Drive. So my photos are going to come from Google Drive because that's where I've saved them. So here are my photos. I can select from my photos. I think I definitely want to choose the moss because I love the moss so much. I noticed, I will say I've done a little brainstorming already about what pictures I might choose and what story I might be telling. And I noticed throughout the week that really I gravitated toward things that brought me peace and made me feel calm. So that's the story that I'm going to be trying to tell with my collage, things that bring textures that make me feel calm and bring me peace. I found a lot of that in nature. So a lot of the things that I include will be what I found in nature. So one of the cool things about this program is, you can import an image. You can, if you want to change your image up, you can go to crop and shape, and that allows you to make your image smaller or larger. You can also apply shape tools to it. So I like the idea of incorporating some circles into my design, and I want to move this around so I just see moss because that's what I want to see in my image. Okay, I don't want to see the leaves, I just want to focus on the moss. You can also resize, say you want this to be pretty big. And it's fine, to decide to let some elements go off the edge. I think it makes, your design more interesting to push some of the elements off. Okay, so I've got one picture. I know I need to use, 5 or 6. The idea is that by eliminating and making some choices and pulling from that pool of photos I've taken, that I'm going to start being a little bit more clear about the story I want to tell. And I'm also going to have to think about how my images are connected to one another and have to make some kind of order of them. So I'm going to look again. I definitely thought that the picture, a couple of the pictures of the stones, they brought me a lot of peace to look at them. I think that they're beautiful and calming to look at. They also relate to the natural world. So I'm going to pull one of these in here. Okay. All right. I might just leave this one square or rectangular rather. All right. You can do a number of things to the pictures. So we've already, cropped it. Now I can crop this one if I wanted to. I can also, if I look on the bar here, I can replace an image. I can duplicate an image. I can change the layer order. So I want this to sit behind the circular piece. So let me just flip these. And I chose to push it back behind it now. So it's behind that. Good. All right. I could also, if I wanted to, I could use some filters or enhancements on this. Let's see what filters would do. I could change the color. I can click through these and see if I like these. I don't know if I like that better than I like the first one. Let's see. So I'm kind of between this one and the first one. I think I like the first one. I get these little hints of purple in here. All right. So let's try another photo. Oops. I'm remembering again that I'm going to Google Drive to find my photos. Well, what about this geode? I've got a geode down here. Maybe I could add some balance to the piece by putting another one up here. I don't want all this background though. I do like the circle that I got over here. Maybe I could turn this into another circle. So I feel like I need to make it a little bigger so I can see it better though. So make it a little bigger. Okay, and I am going to crop and shape it to a circle. And yeah, I'm gonna pull that up here. So when you're layering and you're thinking about where to place something, I oftentimes don't want there to be just a random like rough. I just moved that rough edge poking out. Like I could have this so I could see that rectangle, but I'd almost rather just kind of like layer it in a way that it makes things look a little more seamless here. So I'm going to drop this down so that it covers that corner. I feel like that makes it look a little nicer. I feel like I want to make this bigger. So I'm gonna. Okay. All right. I'm liking how this is going to come, how it's starting to come together. Let's see what other photos I want to add. All right. I feel like I want to add my statue that's on my desk. I find the statue very relaxing. It holds a candle on my desk, and I'm focusing on things that bring me peace. So I find this is a representation of Buddha, and I find the facial features very calming. And so this is a statue that when I look at it, it brings me a lot of peace. So let's see. One thing I haven't done yet that I think will work well for this one is to try the remove background. Basically what this does, it tries to figure out like what's the main shape and take all the background out. So let's give it a try. Okay, so that did exactly what I wanted. It cut it out. I'm going to put it down here in this corner. And I'm going to enlarge it. I'm looking at this little intersection. There's just part of me just wants to make that intersection. Do you guys see what I'm saying? This little intersection here a little smoother. So I want to kind of push this over a little bit so it makes that look a little bit more seamless. All right. I like the way that's laying on there. Maybe I'll try an image color here and see what I can get. I don't know, filter, excuse me. I like this turquoise color. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I like that, but I think it's too much. That's kind of interesting. That's my favorite. I think I'm going to go with that one. I like that little pop of color that it brings in. All right. So let's try for something else. I feel like I need some kind of background. Something that's not going to dominate these other pieces, but it's just going to bring a little background together here. Let's see what I could choose. Maybe one of these other plants, because I'm focusing on things that bring me peace. And, you know, part of that are things that relate to very natural things. I could choose one of these. I feel like I've already used the moss. I'm not sure about the bark. I could try it. For some reason, I go to this. My eye goes to this. Maybe some of the dynamic movement in it, I think would be really nice. That background. So I'm going to just really make this big. And I'm going to push it right back to the background. And so each time I click this button, it's pushing it further back. Okay, so now it's in the background. I like that. Gives a little bit of unexpected movement back there and movement in the background. Let's see. I don't think the color's quite right, so I'm going to change that a little bit. Ooh, what about that? Oh, I like that. I think secretly this is just the hidden lesson here, guys, might be that your teacher really loves the color turquoise. Because I feel like I keep gravitating toward that. Let's see. I feel like it still stands out quite a lot. Let me see if there's something else I can do. What if I blur it? That's something we haven't tried yet. All right, so my filter's turned off. Oh, okay. If I click on this, it gives me some different options. I can make it bright orange or yellow. I like that one. And let's try the blur. So I can choose how much to blur it. I just want it to sit into the background a little bit more and have some texture, but not dominate. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Yeah, that feels like it goes a little bit back to me. While still giving some texture. Well, the orange you see is very nice because, you know, it is across the color wheel from that blue-green. And so you're getting that wonderful complementary color feeling. I feel like, you know, my theme, though, is about calm, and the turquoise gives me a more calming feeling. Okay. Maybe I want to come back to this piece. I don't feel like the color is quite right here. Let me see. I really enjoyed using this filters one. I think that makes it blend in too much with the background. I like that one the best. All right. Cool. So there is my collage using, let's see, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images to tell a story about my week. The story I wanted to tell was about going into nature to, I guess, cultivate a feeling of calm in my life. So if I had to give this a title, I might call it, you know, calmness, or finding my calm. Yeah, moss just makes me feel really calm to look at it. And I think also the green colors, the fact that everything is natural, those kind of come together to tell the story that I wanted to tell about my week. I will be honest with you. I mean, I feel like I kind of pieced this together as I went. And that's, you know, maybe that's your process too. Maybe you won't know what you want your story to be until you start playing around with these things. Maybe you'll have a really clear idea from the outset and you know, work toward that idea. I think either way, document your thought process as you're working. I definitely will look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.